Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhava Ki Jai, Shri Shri Palat Lakshmi Singhadev Ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Welcome everybody to this class. We have here a river. I'm okay. I took shower and everything and come close. Maybe I'm sometimes spitting when I'm getting excited. Okay, so we welcome everybody, and Subal takes already the German version, right? Yeah, because we're gonna speak in English. It's maybe more practical. Everybody, jeder, der kein Englisch versteht, bitte sich den lieben Subal, Gopala, Prabhu, Sharon, der immer enthusiastisch ist, zu dienen. Und hier Kishorikund macht sich bereit, überzulaufen. Aha, Alex auch, rutscht auch rüber. Okay. So we're reading, every Saturday we're reading from the Sri Caitanya Caritamrita. It's a very, very, for us it's actually the most important book, because it's said, I think Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, one of our great acharyas and our line, basically the spiritual master, direct spiritual master of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he said that when you on a boat and the boat is sinking and you have all the books, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam and the Chaitanya Charitamrita, which one you should get rid first to stabilize the boat? What is, amongst all of these three books, what is the less important? The least. I mean the not so important. What do you throw first? Bhagavad Gita. Then if the boat still is sinking, then you throw Srimad Bhagavatam. Because from the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita you can, re-establish everything. Because everything what is needed for us Gaudiya Vaishnavas is in the Sri Caitanya Caritamrita. The whole philosophy of the Bhagavad Gita. What is the main core of the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita? If somebody asks you on the street what you would say, what Bhagavad Gita is teaching our Indian guests, what you would say? Somebody, please, some German, you have some German colleagues? They ask you, what is so special on this Bhagavad Gita? What do you want to say? I don't know. Yeah, but your German colleague probably doesn't speak Sanskrit. Okay, that's the outcome. Do your work, but not only do your work, with what? How you should do your work. Yes, don't wait for the result, but who gets then the result? Huh? Okay, you do your duty, right? This is what he tells Arjuna, because sometimes on the street people say, like this, all about war. It's about war. We don't want, we want to have peace. But actually, it's not about war. It's just Krishna saying to Arjuna, do your duty. If Arjuna would be a baker man, standing in the early morning in his bakery and doesn't know what to do, Krishna would come and say, start making bread, right? So, you do your duty, but be detached from the result, because the result you should give to whom? Give it to me. Yes. So, but even earlier, Bhagavad Gita, the most important principle, because for Indians that's obvious, it's not so much, but for Westerners or everybody else, is like, you're not that body. You're a spiritual soul. You're not this vehicle you think you are, what you're driving in. Right? We see sometimes on the traffic light. Not in India, because India they don't have traffic light. But in Germany you see a BMW standing there waiting for the green light, and suddenly a Mercedes-Benz comes beside him, and then they're looking at each other. Right? And then it's all about, I am this car, and everything what comes with that car. It's me. And now I'm defeating you. No, I'm defeating you. And then they're waiting for the green light, and then they just went crazy, right? So that's Bhagavad Gita says, you're not this vehicle, you're not this car, you're the driver in the car. And when you get out of your BMW and Mercedes-Benz, then you're just normal, simple beings. And then you can have a race. Let's see who's first. Right? So, yeah, that's the most important principle of Bhagavad Gita. First of all, you're not that body, you're a spiritual soul, and your duty is to perform your duty, and the result you give to the Lord. Now, Srimad Bhagavatam, as also said, is like a law book. Like the law book is like, this is what you do, what you have to do. Then in every court, beside the law book, you have a case book, where people, or the judge, they're looking, okay, this is the law. Previously somebody was breaking the law or applying the law, and then this was what happened. Let's look in all the previous cases. If we find something, what was there, what was already decided on this matter. Right? And this is Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita applied in devotees' life. You have different demigods, you have different demons, and sometimes it's not so clear who is who, right? But they're all kind of connected to the Lord, and they all try to serve to the Lord, right? But now we say, well, yeah, that's all, it's like demigods, and it's like, it's what has it to do with us nowadays in Kali Yuga? And therefore we have Sri Caitanya Caritamrita, because it's hidden in the scriptures, and we will later on find out something more about it. It's already hinted that in Kali Yuga, because Kali Yuga is a most disturbed age. It's like when you have a young body, then everything is completely wonderful. You have a healthy young body most of the time. And you have so much energy. And because this young body, I see in my boys, everything is new, everything is fresh. You have like a new fresh car or something, again a car. You have something, everything is working perfectly. And on top of it, because the soul is so full of energy, this body is almost too small for the soul, because it has to move so much, running here, there, everywhere, right? And it's so easy. They don't get tired, isn't it? I mean, my boys, I think, where this energy goes, they don't get tired, right? But then when you come a little bit in the age where I am now, you feel the body, it's getting, the joints are not so well, oiled, right? It's hurting here, it's hurting there, and it takes so much more energy. Although it's the same soul, with the same energy, with the same spirit, it's much more difficult to move an old machine. Now you guys looking at it, what are you speaking about? You all will experience, isn't it, Kishorikund? We will all experience that. So the same way, when you have Satya Yuga is the first cycle of the universe. Everything is fresh, everything is fine, everything is functioning. The Dharma is still implied in this age where you just can meditate. You don't need an altar where the Lord is. You don't need a special process. Yeah, you just meditate, and the Lord is still there. People in this age, they were so pure, they could just transfer their knowledge or their thought. They just could transfer it to some other's brain. Not only a thought, whole pictures, whole ideas, like a whole movie. And nowadays we have all our little gadgets, and I just was making some video prayers, sending to somebody via WhatsApp, right? Previously in Satya Yuga, you could do this all with yourself. Now they try this again, implementing you a chip that you can, by artificial intelligence, be connected with everybody, have access to everything. But usually we had this. The human body is capable, is functioning actually. It could be done. But now we in Kali Yuga. In between we had Dwapara Yuga, where you did deity worship, where you did fire sacrifices. That was the process. Then Treta Yuga, where you put deity worship, like what we do here. But what we do here actually is very, very, condensed form and watered down form of this, what they did in this time. Everything was made out of gold. Everything came with complete pure mantras. The Brahmins, they were very, very powerful, right? And nowadays it's just something what goes along with actually our Sankalan mission where we are nowadays. Because in Kali Yuga, nothing is really working, because this universal body is like an old body. Everything is a little bit, when you have old body, the brain doesn't function anymore, and so many things are not so well in place anymore. Same Kali Yuga. It's just not working. And therefore, so much in an old body, so much disturbances, the mucus doesn't work, it's too much mucus, the digestion doesn't work, and so many things in Kali Yuga, so many things doesn't work. There's no cleanliness, there is no Austerity, yes. What else? One leg more. Compassion. That's all not there. Is a little bit of truthfulness is still there. A little bit of truthfulness. So said that these are the 4 legs, the 4 pillars of Dharma, right? So it all doesn't function anymore. So how people can come out of this completely mess? Souls who still didn't make it, we still hang around here. We don't know when we started our journey, but we still hang around here, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. If we're not careful, we will hang up here for many, many millions of years, because one body after another, and each body in Kali Yuga gets more messed up, right? It's more like a combination of a machine and a machine and a body. More and more, there will be all Terminators, all machines, replaced with artificial intelligence. So, well, if you're excited, some Indians maybe, I make a program, I make a software, right? Some Indians may be excited of this, but I don't know, I'm not. I'm not. So I want to get out of here. And so I looked in different directions till I found the philosophy of the Hare Krishna movement. And that's actually this name, Hare Krishna movement, it's all what there is. There's nothing more. The Hare Krishna movement. And this actually is all our philosophy. Because we only have that mantra, and that's all. That's actually all what we need. And this is all what this age of Kali needs to survive, to give benedictions to the souls to come out. Now we had just a few days ago, we had the appearance day of Sri Advaita Acharya. Sri Advaita Acharya ki jai. And he actually was the one. He is himself belongs to the divine energy. He is the supreme person, one aspect of him, and he appeared to initiate himself in the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And basically he was seeing that this universe is in a very messed up condition, in a very messed up state. People are so materialistic, they only think, where do I get something to somehow or other make the most use of this age of Kali? Because the only thing what is there, what attracts us is sense gratification. And that's so great in Kali Yuga. You can gratify your gross senses so much. Especially when you live in the Western world, right? Everything is clean, everything is shiny, everything is polished. Everything disturbing is locked away. Right? You ever see it in India? You see it in India. It's all open. The sewage, the sewage system is all open. You see what it's all. In West, it's all covered away. You don't see it. You don't smell it. It's just not there. You forget that you make this. It's not there. We're all beautiful people. We don't do any mess. And you have this long pigs in India. They are exactly the size of the sewage canal, right? That they fit perfectly inside. And they clean it also just by walking in there and looking for the stuff. But in West is all locked away. Old people. Where do you see old people in the West? We lock them away in homes. That we don't have to... What's going on here? That we don't have to see them, that we don't have to bother about them. Right? We lock them away. And we don't see when they're dying. In India, I saw in Loipa, saw somebody behind me just collapsed and died. It happens. It happens on the street. Right? Here on the street, you don't see old people dying. You see young people dying, driving too fast on the motorbikes. Right? When somebody then scratching them from the street. So that's the thing. Everybody thinks let's just get something out of the big cake of the Kali Yuga. Let's cut something down for my gratification of my senses. And this is called lust. Under all circumstances, I make myself happy, no matter what and what is beside of me. So therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu incarnated, and Srimad Bhagavatam and many other scriptures, they gave a hint, because he's not the official avatar. He is a hidden avatar. And only the ones who really, really want to get out of Kali Yuga, they will get access to that. Now, of course, we say this because we are the Hare Krishna movement, so everybody should come to us, right? But actually, you find this in all religion. You find the same teachings there as well. You just have to apply it, or somebody has to teach it, right? So we're gonna explore a little bit of this book. This is what we do every Saturday. And before we basically open this book, we chant a mantra together to glorify the main characters in Sri Chaitanya Caritamrita, calling Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, we're reading from Madhya Lila, chapter 20, verse 36, right? 336. Yep. Sorry. And there we have different shlokas from the Vishnu Purana, Padma Purana, and Priyat Naradya Purana. And it goes like this. We can maybe chant together. Dhyantam kride yajnam yajnas. Dhyayanam krite yagyam kyanais. Tritayam tva pare rajan. Tridyayam tva pare rajan. Yad apnoti tad apnoti. Yad apnoti. Kalau sankirtya keshavam. Kalau sankirtya keshavam. So that's the ones, right? With the Ciao, mach mal die Tür zu. Murai, was ist denn los? I think they got up with the wrong leg first. Okay. Now they will figure it out outside. Dhyayan krede yagnam yagnas. Dhyanam krede yagnam kyanyas. Tritayam tva pare rajan. Yadatnoti tad apnoti. Kaulang sankirtya keshavam. Kalau Sankirtya Keshavam Dhyayan Krite Yajnam Gyanais Tritayam Tva Pare Rajyan Yad Apnoti Tad Apnoti Kalau Sankirtya Keshavam. Okay, please chant. Shh. Ladies. Dhyayam, meditating. Krite, in Satya Yuga. Yajnam, worshipping. Yajnai, by the performance of great sacrifices. Tretayam, in Treta Yuga. Tvapare, in Tvapa Yuga. Achayam, worshipping the lotus feet. Yet, whatever apnoti is achieved, that apnoti is obtained, kalau, in the age of Kali, Sankirtya, simply by chanting, Keshavam, the pastimes and qualities of Lord Keshava. Translation. Whatever is achieved by meditation in Satya Yuga, by the performance of Yajna in Treta Yuga, or by the worship of Krishna's lotus feet in Dwapara Yuga, is also obtained in the age of Kali simply by chanting the glories of Lord Keshava. Okay. And then we have the next verse. Kalim Sabha Chayanti Aidya Gunakya Sara Bhaginaha Yatra Sankirtan Naiva Sarva Savato Bilabhyate. Hey Murray, come on. Hol ihn rein, Chau. Those who are advanced and highly qualified and are interested in the essence of life know the good qualities of Kali Yuga. Such people worship the age of Kali because in this age one can advance in spiritual knowledge and attain life's goals simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Okay, we have a purport here, what we will read after the Singadev comes. Sri Sri Prahlad Lakshmi Singadev Bhagavan Ki Jai. The Lord wearing his special armor today. Maury, come here. Komm, kannst dich hier mit hersetzen. Okay. Purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam, spoken by the great sage Karambachana Rishi, one of the 9 Yogantras. the sage was informing Maharaj Nimi about the people's duty to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead according to different processes in different yugas. So here we hear that actually great personalities what is said here, who are highly qualified, are interested in the essence of life. So what do you think? What is the essence of life? What is the essence of life? Huh? Be of service. That sounds already good, but everybody is at service. The people, they go to Knaus, working at Knaus, they're in service of Knaus. What do you think? What's the essence of life? To be a servant of Krishna. Really, is this the essence of life? Anybody has? This is the answers what we teach everybody to tell, right? Of our movement. Okay, this is what you think, or this is what somebody told you to say? Huh? What is the essence of life? Okay, then ask in a different way. What's the goal of life? To be happy. Simple as that. To be happy, because everybody achieved to be happy. Nobody out there, you can ask anybody on the street, if he want to be unhappy. Is the goal of life to be unhappy? No, makes no sense, right? Maybe for Murari today. Oh, so it's not, it makes no sense to be unhappy. It's not the goal of life, because the goal of life is somehow or other we want to get happy, we want to be happy. Every one of us, even our, now we have nice neighbors, but even if you have a grumpy, old, silly German neighbor, right? I don't know. You have some cases like this in your home? I know some. Right? Even he want to be happy, but he thinks he achieves this by making others unhappy. That's his happiness. But even this is understandable, because somebody's gain is some others' pain. Now outside, you cannot make a walk outside today. Yesterday was nice, was sunny. I made a nice walk yesterday. Today you cannot walk because it's not sunny. So I'd be upset, right? But the guy who makes umbrellas, he thinks, wow, it's a very good day today. Very good day, because I will sell so many umbrellas. Right? So everybody want to be happy, but the problem is we don't know what is the real process to be happy, to get happy. And therefore, it's said here, those who are highly qualified are interested in the essence of life, and they know the good qualities of Kali Yuga. So what are the good qualities of Kali Yuga? Yes, we have if we come back again to the ages, to the bodily ages. If you have an old body, something is good to have an old body. Wisdom. Okay. What else do you have in old bodies? What you may look forward to? Huh? A cool beard. Yeah. Something else you look forward? Huh? Oh, pain, tolerance of pain. Okay. Well, yeah, but it's even for hot bodies. It's not so easy to tolerate pain. Charu, you know much stuff, but this is already what Harivenu said. Knowledge. Subal. Inner peace. Well, only if you only have enough knowledge. Otherwise, or you stupid. Either you completely stupid, you completely blank, or you have lots of knowledge. But sometimes when we are in old age, we get something what helps us in old age. Like old people, they have a stick, helps them to walk. Or nowadays they have looks like a little table or something, what they move with it. So you get kind of crutches, what help you forward, that you can move, right? And you may don't have to work so much anymore because you get a pension, right? So life in one sense becomes easier. Many young people or people who are, what is your goal? Said, I wanna, somehow or other get this life over that when I'm retired then I can relax. Or when I'm old I will be happy finally. Till this point I just have to work. I just have to somehow or other suffer through life. Then I can enjoy. You suffer through life that you can enjoy if you're old, if you not even know if you will reach old age. Does not really make sense, right? So, but this is something where people look forward. I don't have to do so much in the old age anymore. And this is the advantage of Kali Yuga, is that you can, as Mataji said, there's a process, a crutch, where you can achieve this thing what you could achieve in all other ages. And this is just by chanting the Lord's holy name. Okay? Well, actually, it's something much more deeper what we can get out of this chanting of this holy name. Because this holy name contains everything what is there. It's a condensed form of the spiritual world. Because you have Hare and Krishna. And when we look at it, Hare is what? What stands for Hare? Radharani. Yeah. So who is Radharani? Who's Radharani? Huh? Yes, she is the part what Krishna, he is all Atmaram in himself, but he separated himself eternally, says in Chaitanya Caritamrita. So and therefore Radha appeared. So now what is Radha doing? She's serving Krishna. With what? Yeah, but what she used it for is how she expressed her devotion. Charu? Yeah, love, but that's the same thing. Everything what Radharani says, Radha's whole existence is for the pleasure of Krishna. Everything. Even if she put a hair, sometimes the lady she puts a hair that the husband is pleased, right? Each and every hair what Radharani she puts in a way that it's pleasing to Krishna. So everything what she does, how she dresses, how she walks, how she talks, is actually only to impress Krishna. Sometimes we come in a assembly of people, and there we see, for example, you come in an assembly of people, and suddenly you see your boss is there, right? All your attention will be only on the boss. Although you interact with different people, you speak with different people, but in your mind you will only think, what impression I will make to my boss, because he is here and he should get the best impression of me. So you speak with other people, but you kind of, speak in a way that if your boss in this moment will look over to you, he will get the very best picture of you. You will speak words that maybe he passes by and he will catch maybe some of your words. Then he get the very best impression of your speaking, of your knowledge, of your ability. It's normal, right? So Radharani is only there, her only being is there that Krishna is impressed by her and he is pleased by her. So she is the serving energy. And therefore we call her, how we call this energy? We call Krishna Purusha. And the serving energy? Prakriti. Prakriti. And this is an energy who's only happy. Prakriti is only happy because that's the essence of Prakriti, when she is connected with Purusha in service. There's no other way for her. She will not be happy. She can't be happy. It just doesn't function because she is so closely interrelated with Purusha, with Krishna. So only when Krishna is happy, she is happy. And guess what? All jivas belong to Prakriti, belong to this energy. So only if we are connected to service, and not only to service to Krishna, if we connected to that source where we come from, then we really experience happiness. Other things are just shallow shadows of happiness. Because we are made, even in the Bible says, God made us in the form of the Lord. We are made in the same, we have the same potency as Krishna, but we belonging to Prakriti. So we have that idea that we separate from Krishna, we become happy. Right? Sometimes we think, all of this Krishna, this is just too much. He just, it's too much. We as devotees, we are trained. Everything what we eat, what we give away, or even tapasya what we do, we should do this, how? Yeah, do this as a sacrifice for me. That's Bhagavad Gita. No, it's not. No, it's 9. Really? Okay. We do this as an offering for Krishna. But sometimes when you're outside, you have to eat something. You're just hungry. You just want to eat. But now you have to offer it and say all of these mantras is so difficult, right? Just grab it and eat it. Right? It's so much more easier. But this maybe fills our stomach, but it doesn't fill our heart. Because there's no love. At the moment, we're using the things what we got and fill it up with our love, with our gratitude. It will reciprocate. We will get back love. That's the process actually of Bhakti Yoga. So now in this, when we look at this Maha Mantra, there is Radharani is there first because she is serving Krishna. Well, and then we have, in one point we have even 3 Krishna, right? So it's very, very, he's very present in this moment. Because we may say, we serve the Lord, but he is not, he needs his servants. But that's not true, because actually the servant can only serve if the master give him the ability to serve. If there's no kingdom, no need of a servant. So who's serving whom? I always make this comparison that in the morning, like today, we had a little delay, right? But the Lord is waking me up that I can wake him up. So who's waking whom? Right? So that's the speciality, what we have to be aware of, that although we think we are the servants of the Lord himself serves us first. Right? If the husband wants that the wife cooks some nice feast in the kitchen, he is the one who first should supply the kitchen and the ingredients. Right? It's not up to, and clean it. Well, there will be discussion about that. But it's not the duty of the wife that to build a kitchen, to bring all the vegetables, to bring the pots and everything. That's the duty of the husband, if you want that the lady cook something in the kitchen. Of course, we're going now in this conception man and woman. That's not the point. I know many men who are cooking in the kitchen, and the wife goes out and brings the money in. But it's a principle. It's a principle. So that's the thing what we have in this age, that we have simply by chanting this particular mantra, we establish a complete relationship with Krishna in his most intimate way in Goloka Vrindavan. And this is something what only this mantra can give. Therefore, we're stressing so much this mantra, because everyone who comes in contact with that mantra is transformed, because this mantra is the spiritual world contained, where there's only service to Krishna and service to his devotees. So if we understand this, then spiritual life or our Hare Krishna movement makes so much more sense. And this is all what we do. We serving this mantra. We serving this mantra by uttering it whenever we can, because we understand whatever we give out to the world, what we speak out to the world, will be received by somebody, somehow. Right? And everybody who comes in contact with this mantra and who speaks this mantra becomes a servant of that mantra. Therefore, sometimes on Sankirtan we have this cards, invitation cards, where we have a mantra, this mantra written on it, right? And sometimes when you're on Sankirtan, somebody doesn't take a book, for example, but then you can say, can you do me a favor? And then you show him the mantra and can you read this? And this person says, what? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hey, come on. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So as many times people just become happy just by saying that mantra. I had even times when some person, you feel it, somebody says this mantra for the first time, something specially happening in the ether, because this person in this moment is connected to the spiritual world and his spiritual life started. I had one incident, somebody said this mantra and the church bell was starting to ring. And even this person, whoa, wow. So it's very special. And therefore we are here. We are servants of that mantra. We are servants of that movement. Our aim is to bring everybody in connection with that mantra, with that movement, with this process, what is described here. And by doing so, we're doing the greatest welfare work, because there may be wars outside, there will be so many difficulties outside. If we try to help individuals, that's very nice. But it's like we going with a spray bottle to a tree and spraying all leaves with that bottle in the scorching sun. It maybe gives some relief to each and every leaf we spray. The ones we miss out don't get any relief, right? But if we water the root of the tree, all the leaves and branches automatically will be nourished. So that's our process, to give this mantra, to give this process to the world. Because we know with that process, all the world will be nourished. And this is something what we in the Western world take up. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually gave it as his, erbe, inheritage. He gave it as an inheritage, especially to the Indian people. Born in India, right? But, it was seen that Indian people more interested in what the Western world is doing. All the British came and said, "Wow, we are sophisticated. We're using toilet paper. That's very sophisticated. You should follow us," right? And Indian people think, yeah, that's very sophisticated, using toilet paper, right? Having plastic all the way, that's very sophisticated, having plastic. Don't eat from a leaf plate. It just composes. Plastic is so nice, it stays there for many thousands of years. Right? So much more sophisticated. So we look what Westerners doing. But no, that's not. Western world is completely bewildered. We don't know anything. Especially not about computers, therefore we need you. Yeah? So, but that's not the software we need. The software what we need is actually what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave you. This is the software you should bring us. And Srila Prabhupada, he could see this, actually Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, he saw this already. That's not, in this time, they said we have to get rid of the British. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said, no, that's secondary. First of all, establish the chanting or establish the Sankirtan movement. Because then the British automatically will get in place. So therefore, he told Srila Prabhupada, you go to the West. Don't bother so much with India. Go to the West, and then with your Western disciples, you come back to India. And when Indian people saw, why are these white people chanting Hare Krishna? Then they thought something special must be there. Then they took him serious. From that point on, they took Prabhupada serious. First of all, they said, "Oh no, he's an agent of the how's it called? CIA. No, Americans. They want to undermine India, so they use him as an agent of the CIA and bringing all these white people in." But even now, Mr. Modi, there was the opening of a temple. I speak not of the Ram Mandir, that was before, but he opened a branch of the Gaudiya Math in Calcutta, and he glorified Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Sankirtan movement. And he said that with Prabhupada, so many things came, so many things developed in India. Not speaking about the moon landing. You have something much more to offer to the world. A software what you can implement in the universal software of the Kali Yuga, because this is kind of a virus program, a virus software. This chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is the remedy for everything. So we're not just saying this, that everybody joins us, that we are showing that we are the best religion. No, we're not the best religion. We struggle, each and every individual of us struggles with their own inner religion. Doesn't matter you call yourself Christian, Muslim or Hindu, in the end you have to sort out your relationship with the Supreme Lord. However you call him, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Krishna, Buddha, doesn't matter, it's all the same. But you have to figure out your relationship with him. And by using this mantra, and that's the speciality, by using that mantra, you will enter in the very private corner of that Supreme Personality. And that's special. And therefore, the Hare Krishna movement sticks out for that. But we have to apply it. And now that's on each and every one of us to apply it. And therefore we have to always look back in ourselves and say, I got a very nice philosophy, I got a very nice mantra, I got a very nice name of God, Krishna, all attractive. But I have to fill this relationship with the most valuable thing what I can give. And that is what? What's the most valuable thing I have? Gopikita. Love. Yeah. Love. That's the most valuable thing. And that's the only thing the Lord wants from us. When we offer food on the altar, it's not about the food. Of course, should be tasty. It's about the most ingredient, the best spice is love. Everybody knows. Love is the best cook, right? And the love is the best taste. Because even if you taste something what is too salty, if it's cooked with love, you will not consider it. My mother always, when something was too salty, said, the cook was in love. No, right? And this is something what each and of us has to give individually. That's our way to sort out. We have to sort out how we can give love. And in the moment we try to enjoy our religion, our way, to think, wow, I'm very advanced. I'm telling even Indians what to do. Right? If I try to enjoy it, it's lost, it's spoiled. I am spoiled. Because only if I see myself as a servant and with care and attention and love try to give what I received with love and care and attention from the people who cared about me, only then I can be a really instrument in the hands of the merciful Lord. So therefore I'm asking for your blessings, because I'm so quickly I'm going into this role. Oh, I'm Puchari, I'm doing yakyas, I'm doing this. You know, I'm such a humble person. I'm the most humble. Right? I'm the most humble person. In this moment I'm enjoying it. And I'm not doing it for Krishna. I do it out of lust. Maybe I perform all my stuff, but only, hey, look at me. Right? But I should do it as a service. I should do it with love. And therefore I need your blessings. I need all of your blessings, that I can somehow or other continue on my way and get purified. And get purified in a way that I can digest it. Because purification sometimes is painful. Somebody puts a mirror in front of you early in the morning and you just get up. Nah! It's not me. You know, if you see yourself, if somebody puts a mirror in front, and what is the mirror in front of us? What's the mirror in front of us? Huh? You, yeah. You my mirror. I be your mirror, reflect what you are, in case you don't know the beauty you are. Somebody knows? That's Nico and the Velvet Underground. So, we mirroring each other. And sometimes we see things in each other where we think, oh, it's actually, why do I see it? Because it's in me. Otherwise, how would I see it? But can't be. I'm much better. So sometimes it's hard to look in the mirror. Or you look in the mirror and you don't, something you see your hair, oh, how my hair looks, and you try to adjust it. Right? It's not so easy always to look in the mirror. So therefore sometimes it's not so easy to live in the association of devotees. Because constantly we are mirrored. Right? But this is how we learn. And please give me your blessings that my head becomes humble and is able to bow down. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, do we have any comments? You wanna add something? You wanna ask something? Otherwise, there's something. Okay, then I don't say what is otherwise now.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, really nice lecture. Even a teenage could relate to that, and even a teenage boy could enjoy and relish that. So thank you. Yeah. Today is my last day after spending 2 weeks here, and I must confess here in front of Nrsingadev that he has saved me. I came here because I wanted to go out of Kali Yuga. I don't want to take birth again in Kali Yuga. So I thought, okay, I liberate myself by hook or crook. But then coming here, I realized that probably it's something better that I can do is love him, love Krishna. So loving Krishna is, I realized in these last 2 weeks, is even better than liberating yourself. So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you for sharing. It's a very joyful process actually, and I must say for myself to share this. I tried so many things before. I mean, everybody of us try to be happy in this way, that way, complaining about this thing and that thing. But my life changed so much since I came in contact with the devotees. It's unbelievable. If somebody would tell me this before, I would not believe it. And actually, when I look back, what I ever was looking for my life, what I always wanted to do, I have it all. It looked different that I imagined it. It looks different, but it's basically what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. And this thing, what was actually always in me, Krishna and the devotees brought out. And I think this is what, the more we come in contact with this process, the more we take this process a little seriously, and not just seeing as a religion or a sect or something, whatever, to really see what personally is there for me, how this book speaks to me, how Bhagavad Gita speaks to me, how this is relevant for me, then the more we will see how we evolve in our personal journey. We evolve in our character, and we will evolve in our ability actually in this difficult age to relate to this world of Kali. And then we will see there's so many benedictions laid in this age of Kali. As we see in old age, there's so many good things also in old age. So Kali Yuga can be a great tool of just establishing our relationship with the Lord. And it's so easy because we just have to take this mantra. So as much as we can, just use this mantra, and magically something will change. Try it. If you feel the need, there has to be something to be changed in my life, try it. That's all what we can say. Not just look at the jar of honey, open it, go inside and taste it, lick it. Right? Nice to see you smile again. Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So then, something else? Otherwise, there is time for what? Breakfast, prashadam, Haribol. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day in Krishna consciousness, and just chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Haribol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai.